You're doing your speech, and it's titled, Do You Remember? And his introduction is, returning to what you remember may not always be all that. And he kind of left us hanging, so he's going to find out what it is, all that.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow members, guests, have any of you ever experienced something that resonated so deeply within inside you? It hits your soul, it hits your mind, it's etched there forever. And you just want to relive that, and you want to share it. I hope you have had the opportunity to experience that. What I'd like to do today is take you on a little journey of my experience with that. My favorite place of vacation is San Diego, California. I have probably been there 20 times in the past 30 years. However, I have not been able to be there in the past 6 years. So I finally got the opportunity this past weekend to go. Everything was resonating through my mind of, I remember I did this, I've done that, this is so much fun. Well, I had a friend that I wanted to be able to share this experience with. Let them experience the thrill that I had with this. So I started out remembering where the adventure began. Went to a hotel 8 years ago. Far side of San Diego Bay. It's called Shelter Island. It's a little quiet, a little more laid back, casual area by the naval base. Lots of activity and commotion going on. My first morning that I was there, wake up, thinking, what are we going to experience? Open the curtains. There's a cruise ship coming right through the channel, right across the parking lot, going out to open water. This felt so close that I could have picked up a rock and thrown it and hit the ship. I thought about it, but I thought, yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. Don't want to give that a test in case somebody is watching. So I'm looking at that thinking, wow, that was something very unique. Didn't expect to see something along those lines. Day 2 comes around, throw the curtains open, wait to see what's out there. It's an aircraft carrier coming through there. And I was absolutely awestruck by the sheer size of this floating fortress. Massive. Not only did I think I could throw a rock and hit it, I thought I could reach out the window and touch it. It was that close. So I'm thinking, what else could come along in my experiences? Part of the package that I had gave me a dinner credit, if you will, at their restaurant. So I thought, let's go give that a shot, see what this is all about. Free food, right? We're going hog wild. Start out with some lobster bisque. Excellent. Best I've ever had in my life. Resonated right here. Right here. And here. Because it was that good. So the next thing comes along, it's like, well, let's go ahead and we're going to get lobster tail. We're going to get prime rib. I love this. Take a bite of lobster tail. Still going through my head. Lobster bisque. Lobster bisque. So I decided at that point, you know, let's pack this up to go. Bring into the bowl lobster bisque. About that time, they came over with everything, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go back to my room. So I pack everything up, start back out the door, going over to my room. Security guard stops me. And he goes, can I help you? I said, yeah, I just want to get to my room, got my food. Best food I've ever had. You should try lobster bisque, it's awesome. And attempted to get in my room. They're like, well, do you have a ticket? And I said, a ticket for what? And they said, well, we have a concert going on. I said, I know nothing of your concert. My room is up there, and I just want to get back to my room and enjoy my meal. So a couple minutes back and forth, they finally figure, yeah, we'll go ahead and let you go. So I get up to my room, go out on the back patio. Guess what? There's an amphitheater right behind there, right below my balcony. We got a concert going on. I was like, hey, this is cool. So I've got a little tray, I pull a chair out, set it on the balcony, feet are up on there, I've got my lobster bisque, I've got my prime rib, I got a lobster tail over here, and I'm just in heaven, absolutely thinking, nothing could ever be better than this. And for that trip, there wasn't. So we jump ahead 6 years. And I'm thinking, I want to recreate this whole thing because it was so good for me. It's got to be good for this person too. So start out driving, get a hold of OnStar. How do I get there? They send me directions. I get to one intersection and it's like there's 3 lanes that go into one, right at the intersection. A little confusing, not sure what to do. Go this way. Uh-oh, there's dead end over there. That's not gonna work. 20 extra minutes trying to get there. I finally see the restaurant. I get this devilish little grin on my face. I'm like, we're gonna get there. Pull up to it. There's no parking. Sign says $15 for the parking spots for the concert. I remember that concert. That was kind of cool, but now it's a little bit in my way. So I spend 15 minutes trying to find a parking spot. Nothing. Not going to happen. I'm a little irritated now. So we decided to go into the hotel, have a little conversation with them, just give them a little bit of my understanding where I'm at. Long story short, they say, well, you know what, we hold a couple parking spots. Let's put you in there. So they put me in a parking spot. Walk up to the restaurant. Now I'm getting really excited. How am I going to get in there now? Get up there, the hostess says, do you have a reservation? No, I don't have a reservation. And a little between her and somebody else, and they finally say, well, we'll take you back here in this room. All right, great. Walk in there. There's 4 parties in there, totally 9 people. Bunch of empty tables. I'm thinking to myself, what do I need a reservation for? Light bulb. Hey, if I had a reservation, would I have had a parking spot? She laughs and she goes, no. And I said, well, I kind of find that as bad business. You're getting $15 a parking spot, and yet it's going to cost $125 minimum for 2 people to come in and have a meal. That doesn't make sense to me. She replied back, well, that's not my issue. Wrong. Now it is your issue. So let's talk to the manager. Manager pops over, explain the story. He's like, well, you won't have to worry about this anymore. We got a big plan in place. We got it all figured out. He says, let me offer you a glass of wine. Well, we didn't want wine. We were there to eat. That's what the whole trip was about, going to that restaurant. I said, you know what you can do? Bring us 2 bowls of lobster bisque. I am dying for this. And he says, we haven't had that in 3 years. So I'm going to roll all this together in a little bundle and say, when you have that special memory and something that just takes you to that level, keep it to yourself. Try to go and recreate this, you are liable to actually just destroy the memory. Thank you.
Can we get 2 minutes, please? When you're done filling out your evaluations, I ask that you just go ahead and hold on to them until the very end. Now we're going to move on to our second prepared speech, and Lauren will be giving one of her speeches, but first I want to introduce Gail, who will be doing her evaluation today.